So, hello, how are you doing? This is it. We've never done this before. It's brand new, isn't it? I'm Dave Sweetmore, and welcome to the Made in Manchester Music Quiz, brought to you by Pitch Productions. First of all, thank you for joining. Get it shared. Let's have everyone knowing about it. The whole quiz is about everything to do with Manchester music. I'm going to tell you how the quiz is going to work shortly. First of all, though, if you're new to the old Made in Manchester concept, Made in Manchester, which is brought to you by Pitch Productions, is a series of great music festivals that introduce you to new music, tribute bands that take place all around Greater Manchester. Now, for obvious reasons, this year's have had to be postponed, apart from one, which is still taking place in September, which we'll tell you about in a bit. First of all, though, first and foremost, hope you're all keeping well with everything that's going on in the world, you know, looking after yourselves and stuff. Personally, I'm really missing being at the gigs and in nightclubs and stuff like that, and missing everyone, absolutely missing seeing everyone as well. So Made in Manchester, the festivals, if you want to know more about them, all the information is on the official Made in Manchester website, which is madeinmanchesterfestival.co.uk. So the quiz, let me tell you about it. It is family friendly, like the festivals are. So if you've got kids knocking about around the house, don't worry about it. There's going to be no swearing, no bad language, not from us anyway, anything like that. And the other thing we need to ask you is also don't write the answers in the comments, because I'm guessing somewhere you can put comments and stuff like that. I am going to see the comments. I'm at home in North Manchester, and the Pitch Productions team, Rob and Nat, are home in the posh part of Manchester, in South Manchester, in the Pitch Productions headquarters. So they're going to be seeing all the messages, what you send in, and they're going to send me over a select few. So we are going to be keeping an eye on messages. So do interact with us and stuff, and we'll read as many of them out as we possibly can. So the quiz, it's going to be in 4 sections. There's going to be a total of 50 points. You can play on your own, you can play against each other, you can play with your mates, you can play as a family. Let us know later on how you've done. You know, at the end when we give the answers out, let us know how you've done. There's going to be 4 rounds. One round is going to be guess the intro, one round is going to be guess the year, and then the other round is going to be name the song and the band, and it's going to be numerical related as well. So I'm just looking now, and everything's appearing on the screen at the side of it as well, so I'm trying to see what's going on. So there's 4 rounds. Each round, each point, each question is worth 1 point. So there's 4 rounds. The round where we do the guess the intro, it's a point for the song and a point for the band. So all in all, it's going to be a total of 50 points. So what we're going to do in a minute, you're going to need a pen and paper and, of course, a beer in your hand. So we're going to play a tune in a minute where you get yourselves ready. We'll come back in 3 minutes. We're going to do 2 rounds. Then we're going to do another song. Then we're going to do the other rounds, and then we'll give the answers. So the whole thing should last about an hour or something like that. But good luck. And like I say, let us know how you go on. So I'm Dave Sweetmore. We're going to be back in 2 or 3 minutes to start the quiz. The first round is the numbers round. So it's all Manchester music related. And every question we ask you in the first round, the answer is going to be a number. Right? So we're going to do that in a minute. So go and get yourself some pen and paper. Get yourselves a beer as well, and we'll see you back here in a few minutes' time. In the meantime, we're going to play a song by one of the artists who plays a lot at the Made in Manchester festivals. He is one of the most talked about solo artists around at the moment. This is Cobain Jones. Enjoy this tune. Go and get your pen and paper and a beer, and we'll see you back here in a few minutes.
Listen to the sound of rain in the night. The day before was just an old and wandering mind. Seeing people who can't stand aside to me, trying to get on my road, saying it's life. Listen to the sound of the girls song ringing. The smell from the tributes totally minging. The holler on the bench with the kids are sniffing. It's what goes on in my world. Listen to the sound of the music, just the old noxious tunes of rain Maybe I was treated was all good. I feel like I'm being boxed into the ground. Listen to the sound of the choir boy singing. The baby on the bus that's always ringing. The door gets out and needs restringing. That's what goes on in my world.
Tune that, innit? That's Cobain Jones, one of our friends from the Made in Manchester Festival. And if you've not heard him yet, check him out because he's brilliant. And you can see that he actually gave me a CD, but I went to HMV and bought it because it's important to support new music. Yeah, but Cobain Jones, will have another track from him a little bit later on. So, paper, pen, and beers. Let's start the quiz once again. 4 rounds to this quiz. The first round is a numbers round. So all the questions we're going to ask you now, the answer is a number. So it could be any number, and we'll give you the answers a little bit later on. Once again, please don't put them in the comments because everyone will see them. But yeah, just do it, and we'll find out how people have done a little bit later on. So, okay, right. Let's start. This is the numbers round then. Question number 1. How many stories are there in the Stone Roses love song? So once again, question number 1. How many stories are there in the Stone Roses love song? Question number 2. On the 1991 album Chicken Rhythms, how many did Northside take? That's question number 2. On the 1991 album Chicken Rhythms, how many did Northside take? Question number 3. This is a good one. How many number 1 singles did Oasis have? That's question number 3. How many number 1 singles did Oasis have? And by the way, all the answers, if they're a chart question or a year question, they're all obviously in the British chart. So don't be like, oh, it got to Bangladesh number 1 a year later or whatever. They're all answers for the British charts. Question number 4. At 7:55 p.m. tonight, which is about 15 minutes ago, who had the most followers on Twitter? James or Cortinas? No cheating. So at 5 to 8, just before we started tonight, who had the most followers on Twitter? Was it James or the Cortinas? Question number 5. What CC were the Stockport band who had number 1 hits in the 70s with Rubber Bullets, I'm Not in Love and Dreadlock Holiday? That's question number 5. What CC were the Stockport band who had number 1 hits in the 70s with Rubber Bullets, I'm Not in Love and Dreadlock Holiday? Question number 6. Cortinas had a hit single in 2016 taken from the Mapping the Rendezvous album, which featured what number? Cortinas had a hit single in 2016 off the Mapping the Rendezvous album, which featured what number? Question number 7. What number was James's second studio album? What number was James's second studio album? Question number 8. How many solo studio albums has Morrissey released in the UK? So we're not on about around the world, just in the UK. Number 8, how many solo studio albums has Morrissey released in the UK? Question number 9. What number starts the dance outfit state? What number starts the dance outfit state? And last but not least in this round, question number 10. Manchester Arena's first ever concert was headlined by Wet, 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 great Manchester band. What was the year? That's the last question in this round. Manchester Arena's first ever concert was headlined by Wet, Wet, Wet. What was the year? So there we go. Let's give you a minute. That's the first round, the numbers round. We'll let you have a minute. We're going to do the guess the intro round next. Okay, the second round, you can hear the first 3-ish seconds of 10 great Mancunian bangers. We want to know what they are. And don't forget, in this round, it's double points. So it's a point for the band and a point for the artist. But, sorry, a point for the band and a point for the song as well. But you've got to have the full title, so not just half the band name or whatever, yeah? So double points in this round. Guess the intro. Round 2, number 1. We'll give you that again. Number 1, guess the intro. Hang on a minute. Technical problems. Number 1, this is number 1, yeah? Point for the band or artist and a point for the song. Number 2. Once again, number 2. Point for the band or artist, point for the song title. Number 3. Short one, that, innit? Number 3. And number 4. Once again, number 4. Point for the band or the artist and a point for the song title. Number 5. Just want to play them all the way through. Number 5. Number 6. Quite a distinctive sound there, isn't there? Once again, number 6. And number 7. Once again, number 7. Don't forget double points in this round. 1 for the artist and 1 for the song as well. Number 8. Give you that again. Number 8. And number 9. Number 9 again. And number 10. Last one in this round. Guess the song. Point for the band or artist. A point for the song title as well. Number 10. So there we go. That is the guess the intro round. So once again, there's 50 points in total in this quiz. But for this particular round, there's only 4 rounds for this particular round. Point for the band or the artist and a point for the song as well. So we'll give you a few minutes. We've got 2 more rounds coming up, and then we're going to give you the answers as well. And don't forget as well, later on, let us know how many points you've got, and they'll all be on the official Made in Manchester Facebook page a little bit later on as well. And there's loads and loads of stuff going on at Made in Manchester over the next few weeks. We'll tell you about that in a bit. So in the meantime, go and get yourself another beer, and we're back in a few minutes. This is another band who are favourites at the Made in Manchester Festival, one of the most talked about bands in Manchester at the moment. This is Narrow Margin.
waking up in someone else's house and then stumbling home. Memories of the night before a blur and nothing to show, except the smell of your perfume and all the crack in your phone. It's just another day that I find myself walking alone. Walking down a random street looking for a place to phone home. I can't remember the night before, but I don't think that I want to know. There's just the smell of the perfume and all the crack in your phone. See many days I used to find myself walking alone. As you walking home in the rain, and the feelings were all the same, and the lights on Oxford Street, they all go down. Cause the sun doesn't tend to rise over the sunken eyes of this old town. But last night we talked and talked for hours on end. Conversation I was in, don't even pretend. As I looked into your eyes, I think I said, let's talk and talk for hours on end. Conversation I was in, said we can be friends. My lies, they don't matter, I'm glad we met. As you walking home in the rain, and the feelings they never change, and the lights on Oxford Street, they all go down. Cause the sun doesn't tend to rise over the sunken eyes of this old town. But last night we talked and talked for hours on end. Conversation I was in, don't even pretend. As I looked into your eyes, I think I said, let's talk and talk for hours on end. Conversation I was in, said we can be friends. My lies, they don't matter, but I'm glad we met. I'm glad we met.
So there we go, another one of the Made in Manchester favourite bands, Narrow Margin. And like I say before, without a doubt, one of the most talked about bands in Manchester at the moment. So we've just been looking at all the messages. Thank you to everyone who's getting in touch with the comments. Quite a few people saying I'm doing the questions a little bit too fast, so I'll apologise for that. We'll go a little bit slower. And if you need any of the questions repeating, put them in the comments. And Rob and Natty with the media team looking after everything, they'll let us know when we'll do them again in the end. So yeah, apologies. We'll slow down a little bit. Normally play records, mate. You know what I mean? Hello to Oliver Dainty, who's in Wigan, saying this is well hard. Well, I thought you knew your music a little bit better, pal. You know what I mean? What we've tried to do is do like a mixture of questions, some easy, some hard as well. Simone and Simon, they're from Blue Star Medical Team. They look after all the medical side at the Made in Manchester Festival. So great to have them on board as well and keep up the good work. A big hello to Daisy and Eliza Nolan, who are listening in Haywood, trying their hardest. Hello, Daisy and Eliza. And also Greg Jones, who's the media officer at Rochdale Football Club. Top man. He's on board as well. Great to have you watching, matey. Okay, so this is the Made in Manchester Festival Manchester Music Quiz. I'm Dave Sweetmore. We've had 2 rounds already. Our 3rd round is the Manchester music questions, and I will go a little bit slower. 10 questions, all about Manchester music. A point for each answer. Question number 1. Name the Inspiral Carpets roadie who went on to become very successful in his own right. Name the Inspiral Carpets roadie who went on to become very successful in his own right. Question number 2. Which Manchester singer made a cameo appearance in a Harry Potter film? Which Manchester singer made a cameo appearance in a Harry Potter film? Number 3, dance outfit Sub became better known as who in 1998? Question number 3, dance outfit Sub became better known as who in 1998? Once again, if you are commenting, which is great on the interaction, please don't put the answers in the messages because you're just going to give it away. Question number 4, I'm Into Something Good was the first #1 hit single for which Manchester band? I'm Into Something Good was the first #1 hit single for which Manchester band? Question number 5, name the first #1 hit single for Oasis. Number 5, name the first #1 hit single for Oasis. Question number 6. Status Quo had a #1 hit single which featured which Greater Manchester football squad, first team squad, on vocals? Status Quo had a #1 hit single which featured which Greater Manchester football squad on vocals? Right, now the next question, there is a swear word in it. I'm not going to say the swear word. I'm going to change it because Made in Manchester Festival is all about family-friendly questions, but you'll know exactly what I mean. Number 7, which Manchester band member once said, I flipping hate Glastonbury, I'm only here for the money? So I've changed that word there. Number 7, which Manchester band member once said, I flipping hate Glastonbury, I'm only here for the money? Question number 8. Which Manchester band's latest album is called Satisfying the Ritual? Number 8. Which Manchester band's latest album is called Satisfying the Ritual? Question number 9. The lead singer of which Manchester band actually comes from Bradford? And I'm not on about the Bradford in Manchester. I'm on about that Bradford in Yorkshire. Lead singer of which Manchester band actually comes from Bradford in Yorkshire? And question number 10, legendary broadcaster and radio presenter Mike Sweeney is also the frontman of which hit recording band? Mike Sweeney, also the frontman of which hit recording band? And once again, like I say, we've had a few tellings off that the first couple of rounds we went a bit quick. So like I say, if any questions want repeating, let us know and we'll do them again before the end, yeah? So give you a minute to get all them down. There's another great event actually coming up to do with the Made in Manchester brand in a few weeks on Bank Holiday Sunday, which is going to be taking place. I'm going to tell you about that in a bit as well. Okay, and round 4 is in what year was. So we're going to give you a band, a song title, its chart position in the UK, and we want to know what number it got to in the British charts when charts mattered. So number 1, round 4, number 1. In what year did the Stone Roses take I Am the Resurrection to number 33? In what year did the Stone Roses take I Am the Resurrection to number 33 in the British charts? Number 2, in what year did Doves take Pounding to number 21? So what year did Pounding by Doves get to number 21 in the British charts? Number 3, Cortina's Not 19 Forever got to number 19, but what year? Cortina's Not 19 Forever got to number 19 in what year? Number 4, the Hollies took He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother to number 3, but what year? So that's number 4. The Hollies took He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother to number 3, but what year? Number 5, it got to number 25 in the British charts, but what year did the Smiths take This Charming Man to that peak position? The Smiths' This Charming Man got to number 25 in the British charts, but what year? Number 6, Elbow from Berry, One Day Like This. Number 4, it got to. But what was the year? Number 4 in the charts, One Day Like This by Elbow. What year was it released? Number 7, Take That and Lulu, Relight My Fire went to number 1. But what year was it? That's number 7 in round 4. Take That and Lulu, Relight My Fire got to number 1. But what year? And what we're going to do in a minute is we're going to recap all questions in all the other ones as well before we give you the answers. Number 9, what year did 808 State and MC Tunes take The Only Rhyme That Bites to number 10? And I think I might have just missed a question, actually, looking at the notes. Number 8 is Happy Mondays, Step On, number 5. What year did that get there? Amateurs. Number 8, Happy Mondays, Step On got to number 5, but what year? I'll recap all these again in a minute. And number 9, this is more like it. Number 9, 808 State and MC Tunes, The Only Rhyme That Bites got to number 10, but what year? That's number 9. 808 State and MC Tunes, The Only Rhyme That Bites. Number 10, what year? And number 10, Brian and Michael, Matchstalk Men and Matchstalk Cats and Dogs was a massive, massive number 1 single. But what year? That's number 10, Brian and Michael, Matchstalk Men and Matchstalk Cats and Dogs. Number 1. What year? Okay, and what we're going to do, because there's a few people, I'm getting a few messages up here in the corner saying round 1 and 2 went a little bit quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to take forever, but we'll go through rounds 1 and 2 again. So round 1 was the numbers round. Number 1, you listening? Number 1, how many stories are there in the Stone Roses love song? Number 2, on the 1991 album Chicken Rhythms, how many did Northside take? Number 3, how many number 1 singles in the British charts have Oasis had? At 5 to 8 tonight, who had most followers on Twitter? Was it James or Cortinas? Number 5 in round 1, what CC were a Stockport band who had number 1 hit records in the 70s with Rubber Bullets, I'm Not in Love and Dreadlock Holiday? Number 6 was Cortinas, had a hit single in 2016, taken from Mapping the Rendezvous album, which featured what number? Number 7, what number was James's second studio album? Number 8, how many solo studio albums has Morrissey released in the UK up to date? Number 9, what number starts the dance outfit State? And number 10, Manchester Arena's first ever concert was headlined by Wet, 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 but what was the year? So I think that is about it. If there's any questions you want answering, we'll have a look in a minute. We'll try and answer them. Once again, don't put your answers into the comments, but when we've given the answers out shortly, do let us know how you've done. And all these questions and answers will be on the Made in Manchester Facebook page a little bit later on tonight. But one thing I do want to tell you about, if I can, is this is an exclusive before we give you the answers. On Bank Holiday Sunday, the 24th of May, on the Made in Manchester Facebook page, there is going to be a special acoustic lockdown live event taking place where all proceeds go to the NHS. It's in association with Beatstream and XS Manchester, and playing live, there's so many great bands playing live that day. Narrow Margin, Jordan Allen, Cobain Jones, Ryan Jarvis, Hourfold, and loads more. All the information and the event page is now on the Made in Manchester Facebook page. Spread the word about that. All the money going to the NHS. Acoustic lockdown live, Bank Holiday Sunday, the 24th of May, in association with Beatstream and XS Manchester. Okay, so we've done it. We're going to get all the answers very shortly, and you can let us know how you've done. A full quiz all about Manchester music. We're going to play one more song though while we're letting yourselves go and get another beer, and we'll give you the answers in a minute. Another track from the brilliant, let me just get this, Cobain Jones EP, one of our friends who plays at the Made in Manchester festivals. This is Sinking. Get a beer. We'll be back in 5 minutes with the answers.
It's a cold, gloomy morning today. Everybody's in, the sky is grey. The wind is blowing carelessly around my soul. I'm lost at sea. No location, nowhere to go. Maybe I should just go with the flow. The stormy weather, you'll never know. But the tide inside I can control. I would like to swim instead of sinking. I would like to swim instead of sinking. The rain is pouring, wash away what's left. Stuck in a rut, I can't catch my breath. The wind is blowing carelessly around my soul. I'm lost at sea. No location, nowhere to go. Maybe I should just go with the flow. The stormy weather, you'll never know. But the tide inside I can control. I would like to swim instead of sinking. I to swim instead of sinking. I would like to swim instead of sinking. I would like to swim instead of sinking. Instead of sinking for once.
So there we go, the brilliant 𝗟𝗡𝗖𝗪𝗓, who I do think's playing along tonight. Great to have you watching, mate. And his third track of his EP, which is here, available online and in all good record shops, HMV. 𝗟𝗡𝗖𝗪𝗓, brilliant. Support new music. Okay, right, we're going to give you the answers very, very shortly, but we have had a few messages to do the Guess the Song, the intro again. And let's be honest, we're not in any rush. We're not going anywhere. So we're going to give them you one more time. We're not going to have another break, but we're going to give you the Guess the Intros one more time. And then I'll have a beer. And then we'll give you the answers and we can see how you've done. Yeah. Can I just say as well, thanks for all the comments that are coming in. I'm struggling keeping up reading them, but I know Rob and Nat are looking after them. I'll have a good read of them later on. So yeah, thank you for getting involved. It does mean a lot to us. Right. Guess the song, the intros. I hope this is the right one. Number one. Once again, number one. If you missed it earlier on, we did it a bit quick. This is number two. That's only a short one. We'll give you that one again. Number two. Number three. See all the Wigan lot singing along to that now. I know there's a lot of people from Wigan getting involved here, so big Wigan anthem. Give you that one again. Number three. Number four, guess the intro, and don't forget, this is the round where you get a point for the band or the artist and a point for the song title as well. Number five. Great song, that. Number five. Number six. They're all great songs, aren't they? That's what we do at Made in Manchester. Number seven. Number eight. Number nine. And last but not least, number 10. So that is the Guess the Intro round, which we did again. So once again, we've had 4 rounds tonight. A point for each question. But like I said, Guess the Song, Guess the Intro, it's a point for the band or the artist and a point for the song title as well. No cheating. It's just for fun, remember. We'll know if you've cheated. And like I say, at the end, do us a favour. Please get in touch with us on the Made in Manchester Facebook page and let us know how you've done. And I'm sure Rob and Nat, who are looking after the social media side of it, will put a bit of a tally up later on. And I'd like to say all the questions and answers will be going on the Made in Manchester Facebook page a little bit later on as well. So, the answers. The first round was the numbers round. Once again, it is a point for each correct answer. No half points, no messing about, full points only. Question number 1 on the Made in Manchester numbers round was, how many stories are there in the Stone Roses love song? And the answer to that, of course, was 10, as in 10-story love song. Great, great tune off the Second Coming album. So answer number 1 is 10. Number 2, on the 1991 album Chicken Rhythms, legendary album, how many did Northside take? The answer to that is 5. Number 2 is 5, of course, the song Take 5. Number 3, only the geniuses will get this one. How many number 1 hit singles did Oasis have in the UK? 8. Oasis had 8 number 1 singles in the UK charts. At 7:55 p.m. tonight, who had the most followers on Twitter? Was it James or 𝗠𝗨𝗦𝗧𝗘𝗥? Now, no arguing about this. It's a fact. The answer is the 𝗠𝗨𝗦𝗧𝗘𝗥, who absolutely smashed it. Number 5, what CC were the Stockport band who had #1 hits in the 70s with Rubber Bullets, I'm Not in Love, and Dreadlock Holiday? The answer to that, of course, question number 5, 10cc. Question number 6, 𝗠𝗨𝗦𝗧𝗘𝗥 had a hit single in 2016 taken from the Mapping the Rendezvous album, which featured what number? The answer to that question was 17. Of course, hit single, the 17th. Question number 6, 17th. Number 7 in round 1, the answer. What number was James's second studio album? The answer to that is 7, of course, because that is what the great album was called. James's second studio album was called 7, and that is the answer to number 7. Number 8, how many solo studio albums has Morrissey released in the UK? Now, I know Laura, who is my producer on the radio show, is a massive Morrissey fan, so I'll be dead interested to see if she got this right or not. How many solo studio albums has Morrissey released up to date in the UK? And the answer is 13. 13 solo studio albums for Morrissey. That's number 8. Number 9, what number starts the dance outfit State? Dead easy, that, isn't it? 808 State. That's the answer to number 9. 808. And number 10, Manchester Arena's first ever concert was headlined by Wet, Wet, Wet. It was 1995. That was the year Manchester Arena put on its first ever gig, 1995. So I know you could see the answers at the side of the screen as well, that way, innit? Yep, so there's the answers. Number 1, 10. Number 2, 5. Number 3, 8. Number 4, 𝗠𝗨𝗦𝗧𝗘𝗥. Number 5, 10cc. Number 6, 17th. Number 7, 7. Number 8, 13. Number 9, 808. And number 10, 1995. Now, round 2 was the Guess the Intro round. Now, once again, all the questions in all the rounds, it's 1 point per answer, no half points. This, you get 2 points, yeah? 1 for the band and 1 for the title of the song. So 1 for the band of the artist and 1 for the title of the song. So number 1, if all goes to plan, was this. So the answer to number 1 was Northside, Shall We Take a Trip? Number 2 went like this. Never actually a single, but still one of the greatest Oasis records ever. The answer to number 2 was Oasis and Round Our Way. Number 3, I bet everyone got this.
You hate the tattoos and you can't know the skinheads, the ones who cannot handle the blues. They're making you scared to be proud, and you're scared to be proud. But you must still be causing your heart out in me.
The answer to number 3 was also track number 3 off the St Jude album, 𝗠𝗨𝗦𝗧𝗘𝗥 and Bide Your Time. That was the answer to number 3. Number 4. A guy called Gerald with the Ultimate Manchester Dance Album and Voodoo Ray. So the answer to number 4, a guy called Gerald and Voodoo Ray. Now, next up, I love this song.
How do you sleep? How do you last the night and keep the thoughts at bay? How do you feel when you close your eyes and try and drift away? Does it feel any better now? Does it feel?
Off the second coming album, Stone Roses, How Do You Sleep? That was the answer to number 5. And number 6 was Oldham's Finest. So once again, don't forget, it is a point for the band or the artist and a point for the song title as well. Number 6 in Spiral Carpets and Joe. Number 7.
You stole the sun. You stole the sun. You stole the sun and it's raining outside. You stole the sun, you ain't giving it out to anyone. Install the sun.
Off their amazing debut album, Twisted Wheel and You Stole the Sun. That was number 7 in Guess the Song. Point for the band, point for the song as well. Twisted Wheel, You Stole the Sun. Number 8 was this.
Talk to me about heroes. Most of these men sing like subs. Don't talk to me about your big heroes. Most of these men sing like subs.
Brilliant tune off the It's Great When You're Straight album. The answer to number 8 was Black Grape and Kelly's Heroes. Number 9. The answer to number 9 was the Smiths and Big Mouth Strikes Again. And of course, once again, I think you can see the answers somewhere here. That way there, somewhere, one way or the other. You can see the answers as well. Number 10 on the second round. Point for the band and a point for the song. Number 10. Mock Turtles and Can You Dig It? There, the answers to round 2. There's quite a few messages coming in actually while I'm doing this. Somebody said, the answer's going to be on Facebook again. Yeah, a little bit later on tonight, all the answers, all the questions and all the answers will be put on the Made in Manchester Facebook page. So that's number 2, round 2. Round 3. So we'll give you the answers now to round 3 in the Manchester Music Round. The Manchester Music questions, round 3, number 1 was, name the Spiral Carpets roadie who went on to become very successful in his own right. The answer to that was Noel Gallagher. Of course, Noel Gallagher was the Spiral Carpets roadie and guitar tech before he joined Oasis. Number 1, Noel Gallagher. Number 2, which Manchester singer made a cameo appearance in a Harry Potter film? That was, of course, Ian Brown. Great solo artist under the Stone Roses as well. So the answer to number 2, Ian Brown was this Manchester singer who made a cameo appearance in the Harry Potter film. I could not tell you which film. I've never seen any Harry Potter films, but that was the answer. Number 3, dance outfit Sub Sub became better known as who in 1998? The answer to that was Doves. So before 1998, Doves were known as Sub Sub, had a couple of great dance records. So the answer to number 3, Doves. Number 4, I'm Into Something Good was the first number 1 hit single for which Manchester band? And they were, without a doubt, the first super group of Manchester, Herman's Hermits, just as big in America as the Beatles. I'm Into Something Good, first number 1 hit single for Herman's Hermits. That was number 4. Number 5, name the first number 1 hit single for Oasis. 1 of 8, if you remember. The first hit single, the first number 1 hit single for Oasis. I was quite surprised at this. Some might say was the first number 1 UK hit single for Oasis. Number 6, Status Quo had a number 1 hit single. It was in 1994 with which Greater Manchester football squad on vocals, and it was the first team squad. It was, of course, Manchester United, and the song was Come On You Reds. So the answer to number 6, Status Quo had a number 1 hit single with which Greater Manchester football side on vocals, Manchester United, 1994. Come on, you Reds. Number 7, and I've changed the word in this, remember, because we are a family-friendly festival. Which Manchester band member once said, I flipping, hate Glastonbury. I'm only here for the money. It was Liam Gallagher. That's what he said. Liam Gallagher, the answer to number 7. Number 8, which Manchester band's latest album, and if you've not got it or heard it yet, get it because it's brilliant. Which Manchester band's latest album is called Satisfying the Ritual? It is, of course, Twisted Wheel. Twisted Wheel, the answer to number 8. Number 9, the lead singer of which Manchester band actually comes from Bradford in Yorkshire, not the one in Manchester, the one in Yorkshire. Tim Booth of James. not a Mancunian at all, from Bradford in Yorkshire. So we need to thank Bradford for that. So the answer to number 9, Tim Booth of James, comes from Bradford. And number 10, legendary broadcaster and radio presenter Mike Sweeney is also the frontman of which hit recording band? The answer to that is the Salford Jets. A couple of great singles from them. Who are you looking at? Great, great band. The answer to number 10, Salford Jets. That is who Mike Sweeney is also the frontman of, as well as being probably the best broadcaster and radio presenter from this city. So there we go. Once again, the answers are, I never know which way to point here, that way, innit? The answers are there for you to see as well. And once again, all the questions and answers will get put on the Made in Manchester Facebook page a little bit later on. Now then, number 4, round 4, in what year was? So we did ask you, question number 1, in what year was the Stone Roses' I Am the Resurrection, which got to number 33? 1992 was the year the Stone Roses released I Am the Resurrection. Number 1, 1992. Number 2, Doves and Pounding got to number 21. What year? 2002. So Doves and Pounding hit the British charts 2002. Number 3, Cortinas, Not 19 Forever, got to number 19. This is going to make you feel old. In 2008. 12 years ago that was released as a single. Cortinas, Not 19 Forever, number 19. The answer, 2008. Number 4, The Hollies, He Ain't Ever, He's My Brother, got to number 3 in 1969. So number 4, The Hollies, 1969. Number 5, This Charming Man hit the British charts and got to number 25 in 1983. The answer to number 5, 1983. Number 6, from Bury, Elbow, One Day Like This, got to number 4 in 2008. The answer to number 6, Elbow, 2008. Number 7, Take That and Lulu, Relight My Fire, got to number 1 in 1993. Take That and Lulu took Relight My Fire to number 1 in 1993. That's number 7. Number 8, the one I forgot, Happy Mondays, Step On, got to number 5 in 1990. 30 years ago, 1990 was the year the Happy Mondays took Step On to number 5. Number 8, 808 State and MC Tunes, The Only Rhyme That Bites, got to number 10, also in 1990. The answer to number 9, 1990. And number 10, about that great, great Salford artist, Lowry, Brian and Michael, Matchstalk Men and Matchstalk Cats and Dogs. Massive, massive number 1 hit record in 1977. So there we go. There's the answers. That way. There's the answers once again to all of the questions of all of the rounds. Thank you so much for taking part. Listen, I've just had a message on my phone off the manager of Made in Manchester. We're getting a lot of requests asking if we are going to be doing this again. We are going to do another Made in Manchester music quiz. That's good news, isn't it? That is going to take place sometime in May. All the information will be on the Made in Manchester Facebook page. So if you don't already follow Made in Manchester festivals on Facebook and all the social media sites, get it done, yeah? Thank you so much for taking part. Once again, if I could just remind you that on Bank Holiday Sunday, the 24th of May, in association with Beatstream and Excess Manchester, it's going to be broadcast on Facebook. It's going to be on audio as well. It is acoustic lockdown live, brought to you by Made in Manchester, with all money raised going to the NHS. Includes Narrow Margin, Ryan Jarvis, Cobain Jones, Jordan Allen, Hourfold, and loads more. All the answers to that, all the information on that will be on the Made in Manchester Festival social media sites as well. Thank you so much for taking part. Once again, it's been for a music fan this year, in fact, for anyone, this year has been awful. But for music fans, every gig, every event, every festival, massively affected. Pitch Productions, who we all work for on these Made in Manchester festivals, have obviously been really hit hard as well. The only one that looks like it could hopefully take place is the Romley one on the 19th of September. But like I say, all the other Made in Manchester festivals this year, they haven't been cancelled. They've been postponed to the same weekend next year. If you did buy tickets for them, keep hold of them because they're still valid for next year. And if you haven't got tickets and you think, you know what, I need something to look forward to, get online and get some tickets because they're great festivals. You get the best in new music, the best in tribute bands. And like I say, as well as that, you know, there's so many great festivals about, but this one is the one that is family friendly. You can bring the kids and stuff as well. So yeah, all the information, madeinmanchesterfestival.co.uk. But once again, really, it's all brand new to us, this. Do you know what I mean? Thank you so much for taking part. I've been Dave Sweetmore. All the questions and answers will be on the Made in Manchester Facebook page a little bit later on. And don't forget as well, let us know how you did. And I think they'll put a little bit of a chart together who did what, you know. So, yeah, just let the Made in Manchester page know how you did as well. Enjoy the rest of your evening, whatever you're up to. On behalf of myself, Pitch Productions, everyone who works at the Made in Manchester festivals, and honestly, everyone in Manchester music, stay safe, look after yourselves, and hopefully it won't be too long before we see you at a gig or a festival soon, because let's be honest, as amazing as this has been, that's where we belong in it, back outdoors. So look after yourselves, stay safe. madeinmanchesterfestival.co.uk is the website, and follow Made in Manchester Festival on all the social media sites for more information on the festivals, on the acoustic lockdown, and also we will let you know when the next one of these is going to be, because we've had a laugh. It's been good, haven't we? Bit quick to begin with, but we got there in the end, didn't we? You know what I mean? Yeah, we'll let you know when the next one is. Thank you. I've been Dave Sweetmore on behalf of Pitch Productions and Made in Manchester. Look after yourselves. See you soon.